Hello again, PvZ Madness is back with you. Last time I posted a review of the first plant from the last update. Today will be the promised second review. This time I'll be going over the mechanics of the Bamboo Spartan. He looks formidable, let's see what he's really like. All who love my content, you can give me a like in advance and then we can begin. The Spartan is a hybrid plant that can both cement your defense and be the backbone of your attack. At first level, the Spartan deals 35 damage per hit in its health at 600 HP. At the same time, the shield gives an armor of 1400 more, which combined with the health is 2000 units, and we actually get an alternative to some not the most durable kind of walnut. It costs 175 cents, which coupled with its mechanics makes it very similar to Pokra. Both plants belong to the piercing family and both are zombie killing machines. Of course, they're not complete clones, they have many differences as well. Pokra, for example, slows down the enemy and has a drill-like projectile, but it has no shield and sometimes take a pause, while Spartan hits without stopping, though it's weaker. Anyway, I even plan to make a comparison column and this pair might appear in it. Bamboo has a few features, for example, the Spartan starts hitting twice stronger if he loses his shield, which is easily confirmed in the experiment you see on the screen. The plant without the shield is much faster to deal with the bucket-headed Roman. It turns out that without the shield, Spartan already hits more powerful than Pokra by 10 HP, while still having twice as much health. In short, there is a feeling that he is cooler. Another feature is the ability to destroy obstacles of any strength with almost one hit. In fact, most of the obstacles are really break with the first poke, because this poke at the first level equals 35 times 44, this is 1540 damage per one hit. Even the super strong tombstone from the arena, which I think has 27,000 units of strength, withstands at most 10 seconds, so even though Spartan doesn't really have a one-shot attack against obstacles, it's an insane amount of attack power. Just take a look at the parallel walk of the overhyped Turtle Tomato against the same tombstone that stands in front of Spartan. Bamboo started a little later, but will finish it a lot sooner. As I said earlier, it only takes him 9 or 10 seconds to break the strongest stone in the game, and Tomato has somehow gotten the tombstone to the first cracks. In addition to obstacles, Spartan has a similar attack boost against all sorts of zombies with items. For example, a barrel breaks with a single step, but be careful, imps stay alive. A piano also collapses instantly and its owner apparently can't handle the stress and dies alone with a musical instrument. Similarly, blocks of ice are stabbed and the arcade machine collapses with a single blow. Probably the Roman stage crumbles too. Anyway, if you need to break something, call a Spartan. In the characteristics stated that Spartan is effective against weasels and chickens, which is understandable, it's hard to argue with, but apparently many people interpreted it wrongly and thought that bulls are also among the enemies which Bamboo will destroy almost with one poke. In fact, no, the bull is subjected to exactly the same attacks as the buckethead. They die almost exactly at the same time, which clearly confirms the fact that Spartan has no boost in attack against the bull. I've already shown you the power of this plant when it loses its shield. It's time to show you the benefits of this armor when it's in Spartan's hands. The shield allows you to withstand a veteran's bullet hit, which is already pretty good, but the thing is that this shield also allows the plant to survive a gargantuan hit. I think Spartan has too many different perks. If he can withstand a gag hit like a peanut with armor, while losing his shield he becomes more powerful than a Pokra. Is it even legal? I'm done with the basic mechanics, so let's take a look at the ult. Bamboo's ult is also quite powerful. For example, Pharaoh has 1490 HP together with armor, and Spartan's first level ult consists of 2 strikes of 750 damage, which is just enough to destroy a zombie in the sarcophagus. Of course, if you are a crooked hand like me, you might accidentally use the feat early, in which case the zombie will fly too far away from the first hit and won't get damage from the second one. The short range of the shockwave is a small disadvantage, but that's more a problem of the giver and not the plant. Even in this case it's useful to use the ult. Let's say we don't want to wait for a zombie to come close and we really want to give feed to the plant. So we prepare Clover and ult. The zombie just gets blown off the lawn and that's it. It's the same mechanic as Banshee. But like with the spiky rabbit, the Spartan cannot discard the oversized zombies either. He doesn't discard the veteran bully, he doesn't discard Gargantua, and he doesn't discard the various machines either. But in general, I think the effect of feeding the plant is quite powerful, not to say wow, but it's okay. We finished with ult, move on to the levels, and here I just couldn't believe the numbers stated and the characteristics. Already with an increase of just one level, the total amount of HP grows by 2 times, and we are not talking about some light increase. Here we are talking about the jump from 2000 to 4000. It seems to me this is some kind of drug addiction and not even light. Now I purposely put on the Lone not level 1 and Spartan only a level higher, and they have the same durability. Can you imagine? Why do I even need a walnut if I can get a walnut cross with Pokra with only 500 seeds? In general, the conclusion is one. Until this is fixed, Spartan is probably the best target for upgrading. Throw all your forces on his upgrade, he is worth it. There's only one thing left to say about Min's effect in Bamboo, and here too there is some sort of overboost effect. For example, for Scared Room, Min doubles the attack, but for Spartan it increases it by 100 units at the first level, so it adds almost 300% to the already available. As the level goes up, so does the bonus. It maxes out at 500 units, and now about the ult combined with Mint, there's a song here, as Spartan deals 6 super strikes in this case, that's death. I even tested it on poor Gargantua for fun, and I took the base and felt sorry for him. Already after the 4th strike Gak was out, and there were 2 more strikes. I have a feeling that Spartan's super attack with all the improvements is going to be monstrous. That's the end of the main part of the review. I'll just check some interesting things and then I'll sum up. I wondered if the shield would keep up the Spartan out of the fisherman's hook. Unfortunately for the plant, no, the fisherman pulls it up to him easily. This character can't swim and that makes sense, but on the list it put without problems, you can get back at the fisherman, but I won't do it. Let's see if Bamboo landed on the bots and pirate seas. Yeah, there's no problem with that either. Well, that's just for future reference. I also wondered which zombie with a powerful attack would be able to kill him and whose blow the Spartan would withstand. All-Star's punch only breaks the shield and then the furious plant cruelly kills the athlete, but Fakir to my surprise burns both the shield and the bamboo at once, and it seems to happen in an odd way. But never mind, he burned it, just like he was burned by the beam from the crystal skull. The situation with the bull and Gag I have already shown earlier, well, all other zombies left for the myths and other headings. In general, the plant isn't really wild, so I didn't think of any more specific situations with it. At the end I'm going to check every new plant for spamming 100 base zombies. Of course, there is no intrigue here. The Saber Bamboo sliced up even tougher opponents today, so it can hit 100 of base in each lane without dividing them into 5 lanes. Even if by some miracle they ate shield, they would feel the pain of being impaled on a bamboo spear. The whole gang would be pierced by the Spartan very easily. In my opinion, it's one of the best plans against spam. I ended up feeling so sorry to see the poor zombies go to their certain deaths that I even decided to save one. He's the lucky one who stays alive even if he loses a limb. And now the conclusion. I like Spartan in principle. If you read him in terms of a plan for the storyline, arena and other things, then it's a very strong plant, which is likely to get a status of the next imbalance. And if you talk about my personal subjective liking, then it's something like a 7. In my top 10 so far it's definitely not going to make it. Maybe in the future I'll revise my point of view, but not yet. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed both reviews, maybe even for someone they will be useful. Press likes, subscribe and see you in the next PvZ Madness. Bye! Oh yeah, I'm still just a sneaky and nasty bastard, so I won't leave anyone alive.
This is Sparta!